Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn how to implement a blog website. So here we are. So starting from the component folder, see here I have created the component folder. It's contain a reusable UI component, all you know. And this app.js, it's a main layout of the application. And index.js we have here, which is the entry point where React renders the application. Right, so let's talk about index.js. This file contains React with the HTML page. First React selects the root element from HTML, index.html. React creates root container using React DOM.create root. React render the app component using root.render app. So app become the main component of the entire website. Now this app.js, it's a main layout. This component control the layout of the website component. So we will create a new file which is navbar.js. Here first I will explain you like this component folder, it's contain reusable UI components, and this app.js, it's a main layout of the application, and you will leave it as it is, and you will create navbar first. So in navbar.js, what you will do import first, import React from React. Right, then you will create constant navbar parenthesis, and then you will return the nav class name. And then you will provide a heading here which is my blog, right? So after this you can provide the list. So you can provide ordered, unordered, any kind of list here. So we will take the unordered list here. So inside the list first we will provide home, then we will provide blog. After the blog you can provide about. After about you can add contact here. So this is our nav, and in the end you will export default navbar. So the navbar component creates the top navigation bar, right? So it contains website title, navigation link, and it helps user like navigate through the website. So if you add this in app.js, right? So first you will remove this from here. You can use the fragment here also, which is very much helpful. So you can provide the navbar, you can save this, right? And also one thing you have to do also, which is you have to import navbar, right, from the source. So you can save here. So you are getting one error, it is not navbar, it's navbar, right? So now you can see here my blog, home, blog, about, contact here, right? Again we will see what we have done here. Like we just implement this navbar here, and this navbar we call it from app.js. We just import navbar from component navbar, and then we just return this navbar, right? That's it. This is the comes here. So I already told you that this file controls the layout of the application, right? This app.js. So we import all components, whatever we create in this component. So let's move to the next thing, which is we will implement here, which is hero.js. This hero section I'm implementing because it's a top banner of the website, so it contains headline, description and buttons. So let's create a new file, which is hero.js, right? So here first you will import React from React, and then create const hero, and again use this, and then again return the same thing, which is section, class name. You can provide any class name like hero, right? Inside the section you will provide heading like share your ideas with the world. So you provided the heading here, and then you can also provide the paragraph as well. So welcome to my blog website, right? Then you will add the button here. Don't you think like button makes the things cool? So we will add here a button. Just start reading, sorry. So this complete this, we will export default hero. Oh, I just typed 0. Right, so this is done, and then now let's talk about the blog section. We will create new file here, blog section.js. We can say it's a parent component. We will import React from React, and then we will provide a constant blog section, and then we'll provide const post. So inside it we will provide like for the blog post we will provide some blog content like image, right? Actually I have already saved it in somewhere, like this content we can use image, title, description. This images you can download from anywhere, and this title you can give anything, and description you can also give anything. So here you can just directly paste it, so it will save a lot of time for me. So and then you can return the section here, which is blog section, and then h2 like latest blogs, right? Before the images you want to provide a attractive heading for it, right? So you have provided it here heading. So now we will add div class name, block container and we'll use index. I will explain you later what we are doing exactly here. Index, and what we need a image also we need, right? Post.image, then title we also need, and description we also need. It's auto suggesting, guys, so we don't need to write all over the code. Besides, we have to add here export default block section, right? You can save here. So this is your block section JS complete. So now I will explain you what we are doing here. This component contains block is for to loop through the array and generate block card component dynamically. So for that block card, we have to create one component which is block card.js, right? Here we will import React from React. So we will add constant block card, and here we will add image and title and description, and then we will return dev class name, which is block card, and image src image and all block. So we don't need to provide a title here. We can also write block, and then we can h3 like title and description, and we also add button so this is it. Now we will export default block, right? So in the block section we have implemented block card for it, and we also have to import this block card in our block section also, right? Okay. No, this is our block card section, right? So we have to import here, right? So this is it. Our block section completed here, and block card also completed here. This block card, like this component receive data using props. Props are used to pass data from parents to child, right? So we are passing the data from block section to block card. So the card displays block image and block title, block description, and read more button, right? So this makes the component reusable. So this is done. Any cases what we have to do next? So let's see what we have to do next. So in app.js we have to add here also, right? So we have to add block section, right? We are getting one error, module not found, error can't resolve, components block card in so in block section, this component contains block data. Example const.post. Here each object represents one block post. We use post.map for to loop through the array and generate block card components dynamically. So this component is called the parent component, and this block card is a child component, where the component received data using props. Props are used to pass data from parents to child. So here we are passing the data from block section to block card. So the card display, block image, block title and block description, and we also provided the read more option here. So this will, if we see this in here, so see we have the latest post and we have this image, and we have title, description and read more button, and then we have again image. So 3 image we have here, right? So let's move on to the next, which is and also one thing we have to add here also, in app.js we have added our block card and block section, and we also imported the block section and block card here. So let's move on to next, what we need more. So this makes the component reusable, right? And now let's move on to next. We will create one new file where we will provide about.js, and we will import React from React, and then constant about. So here we are using class component, right? We can also use functional component, but nowadays we are using like class component mostly. So next I will create a video for the functional classes also, so you can see the difference there also. So here we will provide about h2 class name. Sorry, we have to provide heading here, which is, we can give about my blog, right? Then we will add a paragraph, like anything you want, like my blog is a modern blogging platform designed to share ideas, tutorials and technology updates with readers, right? So in the paragraph you can mention all of that, or whatever you want to add, you can add it. And then we will export default this about. Make sure your spell checks are correct, and make sure you return the same thing what you are starting about in your name. And this about section explains the purpose of the blog. If it tells users what is the website is about, what content they will find. So if you will see, you will never find this here because of this. You need to add it here in your app.js. So if you will add here about, then you also need to import this about here. Import about from component about, then save. Then you will see you'll see element type is invalid or a class function. The file is defining, you might be mixed up default and named imports, right? So we did a mistake here. We have mixed up the things. Like we in about.js we are importing and then this, right? Now you have added here the heading and the paragraph also, and export default about. If you will see in app.js, you have added this about and import this about from here, right? Then save it, then check here if you will see or not. You will see at last here this about. My about is a model something, and then you go again. Then you will add one more component, which is newsletter.js, right? So here you will again import React from React. Then you will take constant newsletter, and inside it you will return this section, class name, newsletter, and then you will provide like subscribe to your newsletter. And as an input, what we will type, we will input type equals to email, and inside the placeholder you have to give enter your email. Then after the email you can provide a simple button as suggesting here, click and dot, click on that. Right, so save it and then go for the app.js newsletter, right, and import also, and then check here. You will get this subscribe to your newsletter and enter your email and subscribe button. So this component allows you to subscribe the blog updates, and it's basically the purpose of this newsletter, build an email list, send updates when new blog are published. So last but not the least, we have a component here. We create the footer component here, which is folder.js, footer.js, and the same thing we have to do here, import React from React, and then we const footer, and inside it we return the simple heading, anything you want to return. Return something like footer, class name, like footer, and you can provide 2026 my blog or rights reserved, right? So here is your footer section, and one thing we have to do, we have to export default this footer and save. Then in the app.js you have to add footer, so it automatically return import footer here, right? Save it. Let's check here. See, @2096 my blog result. So here is your website ready for you. And let's talk about this footer section. So this footer component is the bottom section of the website. It contains copyright information and website details. Now let's talk about this basic app.css. So here you can see it's automatically generated, but we have to add, we will add for the and justify content. So this is the basic CSS we are writing here. If you want to make our your website very much attractive, so you can download the Bootstrap for it, and you can also Google it some beautiful CSS from the Google and from the other resources and add it here. So for now we will use the basic things: padding, background, color, all of that. So this is for the navbar. So you can see, if check navbar is like my blog, you have a home blog, about, and contact, right? So now let's move on to next. We have to arrange our navbar list, right? So we will use display flex, and then we will use our style list style none, and we will add a gap of 20 pixel. So now check. See, here you can see home, blog, about, and contact. You can check here. Next, if you want to add CSS for your hero section, so you can give test align center. Then you can set the padding around 80 pixel, and then you can background, set the background this, right? For the hero section, in hero we have share your ideas with the world and welcome to the blog website and start reading. So if you check here, see, it will arrange your website and arrange this paragraph, headings, and this button. Now move on to in next we have our blog container, right? So we use blog container, then we will display flex gap 20 pixel, right? And then padding we will give 250 pixel. So save it. And the blog container we have, so you will see here you will find a gap of 20 pixel, and you have arranged this padding, and display flex is displaying this as a selected by selecting as a flex. Now you have to arrange a block card dot block card 1 pixel solid, and then padding you can give like 20 pixel, and width you can give 250 pixel. See, now see your blog post. Still not looking good, so we will about newsletter. Text align center, padding 50 pixel, right? So this will give some sort of normal thingy, like we have 3 posts, so here, here and here. Now this is about and this is. Now if you want to arrange your footer, it's automatically suggesting, because previously I have already done with this website. Center background, and then color white and padding 20 pixels. Save it, then you will see your footer as aligned, right? So we should give here pixel 300. If we give here 20 pixel, so I guess it will little better. Like, and one more thing we have, you can download it from the Bootstrap, or I have already written CSS for it here. So we will directly select CSS from here and we will add here, right? So here is the same, but we are here for our blog container, displaying grid template column, repeat, auto fit, minimax and gap providing 30 pixels. And for the background we are providing color black, border radius. So here you can see your blog project website is almost done, right? So this code I will share you in my GitHub repository. You can take this code from there and also try to implement this